gentlemen, Jenus Laishram.
And he's an amazing kickboxer. He's fought at Wagh, but tonight here, Jenus is making his debut at this grand stage, and he will definitely have all his intentions onto grabbing that victory.
Two of the former Matrix Fight Night fighters on the biggest stage in the world today.
And his opponent, the Maratha Tiger, Pravin Wagh.
The Maratha Tiger, Pravin Wagh, making his way to the MFN cage for the second time. I love the song. Balveer in the previous edition of MFN. I think tonight his striking is going to be the game changer for this bout. You know, he's got amazing combinations. Well, only 20 years of age, this kid's got fire in his eyes. What were you doing, Arjun, when you were 20?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. He weighed in at 61.20 kilograms, representing Manipur, the silent killer, Laishram. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, his weight 61.15 kilograms, representing Maharashtra. Make some noise for the Maratha Tiger, Pravin Wagh. Ladies and gentlemen, as the action begins, the referee for the fight, Herb Dean.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to MFN15. Let's get the show started, and Pravin Wagh starts with an inside leg kick. You know, that's the signature move he's got. That's the kickboxer in him talking.
Exactly, and I've seen a lot of tape on Pravin Wagh and Laishram. Laishram is a good counter-striker himself. He's got good movement, but his strength lies in his grappling. He's fought a lot of grapplers in the past, so we couldn't get to see a lot of his striking, but Pravin Wagh is the first pure striker that we will see him face off tonight. And Pravin Wagh, for someone who's just 20 years of age, has so many amateur kickboxing bouts. It's incredible. And this is the new breed of Indian fighters that are coming out, who are putting in the work at a younger age, who are putting in the work, coming into the ranks early on. And the way he's coming forward, it's just, I am always baffled by how, at such a young age, Pravin Wagh is such a composed. Huge 1-2-3 combination. Man, oh man, he's got some fast hands. Catches Laishram's attention instantly.
Some of these guys are moving like a tornado of their own, man.
Yeah, I think they all got inspired by Azizov. But man, Pravin Wagh in the green trunks he's got over 40 amateur kickboxing bouts. And that just shows, you know, that kickboxing bouts, you know, it doesn't matter if it's pro or kickboxing, that experience coming into your pro record makes such a big difference.
Well, you know what? If I was fighting someone with so much striking advantage or experience, I would try to take the fight to the ground.
Exactly.
I don't know why a lot of the fighters here are not fighting to the opponent's weaknesses. They're fighting to their strengths, which is kind of lack of fighter IQ, I guess.
No, you know, it could be a combination of that, or if the corner's not. You can see that welt forming immediately after that one body kick. Instantly, you can see his ribs get red, but I love these fighters. Man, all these guys are absolute gamers, and Laishram is going to stand in the pocket with him and stand and bang, which might not be exactly the best strategy against Pravin Wagh.
Amazing leg kick. He's taking his time, controlling the speed and the pace of the fight.
You can see a calm head on his shoulders. Is Pravin Wagh taking his time, slow and steadily, finding his combinations. Laishram, the longer, taller fighter in the white trunks, looking to set up that range, establish his range, and establish that respect. He needs to get Pravin Wagh's respect.
Yeah, what I feel is he needs to start striking or doing some sort of attacking movement. Right now he's just standing there, not pushing or not being aggressive at all, being a still target.
And Laishram, they're trying to parry that shot. There we go, both swing for the fences, but that's a good point of entry. He needed to close the distance. He needed to muddy this up a little bit.
This is exactly where the fight needs to be. He can't stay on the outside.
Pravin Wagh in the clinch, landing some overhand rights.
Both these guys are here for a brawl, fighting in opposite stances.
There you go,
They're battling it out.
Looking for that outside trip is Laishram.
Finally, you can see his corner telling him to close the gap, push the pressure. Can't stay on the outside. He needs to close the gap and push the pressure. If he stays on the outside, he's going to lose to the more experienced striker.
Pravin Wagh needs to get out of this situation, look for some separation. He doesn't want to grapple with these guys. We saw when he tried to grapple in his previous fight, he was not the strongest in that department. He knows his striking is stellar, but shrugs him off with authority.
He did a good job of defending that forward pressure, but once again, he can't be allowed to stay here on the outside and strike with his guy.
Man, you know, that's the strategy to break down a striker. You tire his arms out. He no longer can throw those combinations. He's not moving the same way he was.
Right, and the longer he keeps standing on the feet, it gives Pravin time to zone in on his striking ability, find the gap, find the distance.
Exactly, and what Jenus is doing is he waiting for that one opening. He's not striking with combinations. He's not landing a jab. One of the most underutilized tools which we saw Azizov work with magic was that jab, that single punch that leads to multiple combinations. Man, with a fastball of a right hand that missed. Sorry, a left hand that missed.
Yeah, Jenus in the white trunks needs to kind of push a little bit more. Can't stay back there and try to make that one big strike. Needs to put some combinations together.
Pravin taking his time here, 30 seconds left. Rahul, it's been such an incredible fight so far.
Well, sometimes it's a little bit difficult when you fight someone in the opposite stance. We see that Pravin Wagh here is fighting in the orthodox, while Jenus is a southpaw. And the way Pravin has been dealing with the southpaw here is, oh, another kick.
I mean, it's you know, he's landed some good shots to the body, but Jenus also has that left high kick. He's got that left inside leg kick. He's got that left body kick, which will hit Pravin Wagh straight on his liver.
Well, Jenus is the taller fighter.
To drag him down for
Guys,
a hip toss.
That's what Jenus needs to do. He needs to take the fight to the ground. His corner needs to tell him right now, stop playing on your feet, stop dancing on your feet,
Exactly.
stop striking, get in and take it down.
Well, besides this, an excellent strategy here by the southpaw. Let's look at
Beautiful belt that will go to one man if he wins the championship, but we will get back to that later on in the evening. Let's get into round number 2 between these two men. Jenus in the white trunks, Pravin in the green and black.
Pravin got 40 pro and amateur fights in kickboxing, looking fresher on the feet, keeping the fight going at this pace.
Oh, beautiful inside leg kick. You could hear the thud of that shin on the thigh. There are not too many of those you can eat.
He's starting to open up now. He's finding his range, finding his distance.
Janus can time that straight left as soon as Pravin throws that leg kick, but easier said than done. His timing is so accurate.
Jenus needs to come in. He cannot stay on the outside.
Janus is waiting for his moments though, because
he's waiting to get in close the distance.
I mean, it's easier said than done, boys. I mean, it's not easy because Pravin Wagh is landing those.
Look at the left side, left rib of Jenus. It's red, it's swollen. He's got those bruises from those devastating kicks
Might be even
that
be a cracked
Pravin
rib at
is
this
throwing.
point.
Pravin's leg kicks are helping him win this fight right now. He's keeping the distance.
Pravin is waiting for Janus to step in because he's looking for that right hand. He's got beautiful straight strikes down the pipe, and that's how he caught him earlier in the first round. He landed a 3-punch combination the minute Janus stepped in.
Oh, look at the muscle volume. Oh man, look at the muscle volume that Pravin Wagh has in his legs.
Jason, you can watch. The same thing happened to Dhruv. That inside, that leg kick started getting damaged. That leg kick started damaging him, and he couldn't move. You can see the welt on the inside of that lead leg.
Guys, your legs are your foundation to your standing, your striking. So if your legs are gone, you can't move as fast, can't move in and out. It takes away your pressure, your power, your speed. It completely slows you down.
Whoa! That hurts! That stings!
That hurt here, man.
Vicious kicks here by Pravin Wagh.
And Janus smartly trying to close the distance here, but he can't chase him.
Oh,
he
he's
needs to cut him
limping.
off.
He's limping. Oh.
Again, there's no sting on that 1-2, but lands a good combination. And this is where he needs to keep it. He needs to clinch with him. He needs to make this a little bit of a rough, dirty fight. Tire out those arms.
He needs to get it dirty. He can't keep it clean.
Yeah, no, he needs to rough him up here.
The technical fight that he's doing right now with Pravin on the outside is not helping him. He needs to get in, keep it dirty, keep Pravin off of his striking game. Make it a ground and pound or a grappling fight.
And you know what the interesting part is now that Jason, Jenus is not going to be able to duck down under. He's not going to be, his leg is busted up to a point where you can see him wobbling on it. He's not going to be able to shoot a single off that leg anymore.
Trust me.
He needs to continue throwing in those combinations. He doesn't need to let Pravin recover from that.
Guys, that was a lightning strike out of nowhere. I think we blinked and we missed it. A straight right hand down the middle.
Oh, he's going in for the
Clean
guillotine.
rock Pravin.
But man, look at that. He's looking for, no, he can't, he doesn't have a guillotine from this position. But Pravin doing the smart thing, looking to drag him to the ground.
Right, this is all you can do now. Once you get hit that hard and that clean.
Watch out for those
great
elbows. Watch out for those elbows. Man, oh man, the tide can turn so quickly in this sport.
Those elbows right there are really hurting Pravin a lot.
Pravin needs to get his head on the other
Jenus
side
is doing
now.
a good job of keeping a dominant position, even though he's fighting against the cage, trying to get back to his feet. He's still doing a great job of being an aggressor.
And Pravin smartly showing actually a veteran move here by clinching up with his opponent. A lot of fighters would not have been able to recover that quickly. He's in great shape. He's had some great conditioning. And you know, he got cracked by those two shots.
This is exactly what he needs to do. Take the fight to the ground. Good move. Great out position.
It's going to get interesting here as Pravin Wagh lands those heavy shots.
Jenus needs to
I think
defend
Jenus
here.
is just folded up into a little ball right now. He's trying his best to defend. He's against the cage. No defense right here. Herb is going to stop the fight any second.
Herb Dean giving him all the chances. But Pravin Wagh is doing
And
just
that's it.
enough.
That's it. That's it.
That's all she wrote.
What a fantastic. I mean, you know, the tide changed so quickly. The Mars was in retrograde, came back and went back to
Took him to
retrograde.
the ground, got that mount, and that's all she wrote. He ended the fight with a barrage of strikes.
Great recovery by Pravin. Took a clean shot to the face. It looked like he was out, and then turns around, gets the top position.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Herb Dean called the start of the fight after 4 minutes and 23 seconds of round 2, declaring the winner by TKO by ground and pound, Pravin Maratha Tiger Wagh.